is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Set. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And able to find Green. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give them a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a third and about 13. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air to mix it on the check down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A carry for Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
Now Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run here with Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Eli Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 1st down, Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
By 20! By 20! Keep your boys!
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with what my college coach used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Michelle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He's got it to James White. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll begin here with Bernard. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Dumps it off to Mixon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Danny Shelton continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
One play at a time now. Go bandit. We take.
Again, it's Michel. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Brady now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Brady. He gets it in the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A give. This is Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. He'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the INT, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his pride.
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
No, check, Patriot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now the Bengals on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He finds Humphries. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
Here we go.
Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Really good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 1st down, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Edelman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Michel. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They're going to look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, 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 hey. 4 down.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady going to throw here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Pats, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.